Video footage released by Al Jazeera TV shows Israeli army using detained Palestinian civilians as human shields and compelling them to enter dangerous combat zones, evidence of a systematic tactic of the army. There are numerous documented instances of civilians being used as human shields by Israeli forces, which is considered a war crime. Now here is what experts says about these tactics used by the Israeli army.
The Israeli army using Palestinians as human shields is not new. They did it in the Second Intifada. They did it in Gaza. They did it in the West Bank when they tied an injured Palestinian, a Palestinian who was injured by Israeli army, was tied up to an Israeli jeep, and then the jeep walked along the streets using this injured man as a human shield. Now in Gaza, the images are even more horrifying, because they're pushing the people to go into tunnels after dressing them in Israeli outfits. And this way, they know that if somebody will be shot, it will be the Palestinian. They use human shields everywhere. We reported that several times. But the Israeli army and the Israeli spokesperson and Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, keep lying, claiming that Palestinians themselves are using themselves as human shields. In my opinion, this is one of the worst atrocities and one of the worst violations of human rights. But Israel goes on, and the Western countries go on supporting Israel. And let me here comment on the criminal notes, I would say, by the American spokesperson who just justified the Israeli acts of ethnic cleansing of the population of Gaza. The people who would be evicted today in Khan Yunis, and some of them are my friends, my colleagues, have been already moved out of their homes 6 times. This is unbelievable. The life of Gaza and of Gazans now is absolutely miserable. People have no food, they don't have water, they don't have dresses, they don't have anything. And they lack medical care, they lack medications, they lack a place to stay. This is a terrible crime of continuous ethnic cleansing, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but more than 6 times now, in addition to the terrible genocide that the Israeli army is committing. It's the worst crime in modern history, and the United States and Britain and many Western governments are participants in this terrible war crime.